Welcome to another weekly market update. It's May the 14th, the Sunday after the market closed on Friday, May the 12th. So this is where, as usual, we catch up with what the overall market is doing in the big picture, long term as well as short term, so that we can, manage our affairs, whether it be a pension fund long term or a short term trading plan, so we get the wind in our sails behind our individual trades as well. So let's look at this. Is the S&P 500, which is kind of like the benchmark we use for for everything. And here's the very big picture there, going back to 2009. You can see it's been a very long bull market with the odd interruption here, and it keeps on climbing and climbing. It's been, really now we're looking at a bull market that's 8 years long, which is definitely up there in terms of records. Typical bull market's 5 years, but we keep saying that, and it keeps on going up. So let's look at the daily chart, which is that each of these little vertical bars is 1 day of action. This is a 6-month chart now, and we've got the 50-day there, 50-day moving average, the blue line, which is a typical short term, and the red line there is the 200-day for more longer term action. Ever since the election last November in America, it hasn't really stopped climbing. It's been one long rally, and even in a healthy bull market situation, to have a rally that hasn't had a correction in what is getting on now for 6 months, you're talking about a 6-month rally, half a year with no correction is really, really unusual, and it's going to happen. It's just a question of time. But I haven't seen any evidence of that yet. The only thing I can point to is it's just recently it got below its 50-day average there and then bounced back, which is, you can see the blue line, the moving average is starting to sag a little bit there. But that's really the worst we can say about the market from now, and there's not much else going on at all on the negative side, and it just keeps on pushing higher. Volatility index is at an all-time low. I can look at the VIX, I can point to that, and being like around 10 is pretty much as low as it gets, even though it's lower this week. So complacency is really running high, and the VIX doesn't stay that low for long. But in the short term, we really can't say anything other than, look, for now, it's up long term and short term. There are people who say sell in. The classic phrase is sell in May and go away. But I've seen that all too often, that stocks just keep on climbing through May and June. Actually, from a historical point of view, July and August are typically the most volatile months. So maybe it'll hang in there a bit longer. For now, things can always change tomorrow and during the week, but all I can really say of today is the short and long-term trend is steadily up. Speak to you next time.